comes Josephine in my flying machine. Going up, she goes. Balance yourself like a bird on a beam. In the air she goes. Where? There she goes. Up, a little bit up.
Ah.
Hey.
Hi, Colin.
Hey.
I'm Albert. How?
Yeah.
So we're going to take you to the...
Yeah. Okay, just a sec. This is...
So.
Yeah, I got to do this. Just...
It's great to have you.
It's nice to, yeah, it's good. It's nice to see you for a while. So.
Yeah.
Come on. That should have...
We're... Actually, this is the show now.
Oh, it's great. It's good so far.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Great.
High score Boggle.
Oh, okay, I thought...
Yeah.
Great, okay.
It's a tough game. There's a lot of vowels now.
Wow, okay. Well, hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Welcome to your ride to the airport.
Thank you.
So, where are you going today?
I am going to New York.
Oh, okay, so Terminal 1?
Terminal 1, Air Canada.
Actually, I downloaded some of your stuff off Wikipedia. There's a whole page for you on Wikipedia.
Yeah, I'm sure all the info is up
Yeah,
there.
it's there. Unfortunately, I downloaded the German version, so... Anyway, listen to this. Colin McRae ist ein kanadischer Schauspieler schottischen Ursprung und ein Icon auf dem Gebiet der Improvisationskomödie. Steht bereits seit 25 Jahren auf der Bühne.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Especially like this line. Zur gleichen Zeit rührt und Mitglied der kanadischen Komödieserien Blackfly und Supertown Challenge.
It's always nice when they name your biggest credits right off the top there.
You're doing a new TV show called Trust Us With Your Life.
Yeah.
With who's in that?
Fred Willard is hosting.
Hosting it.
You know,
So this isn't a Drew Carey production, or is
it isn't. No, it's an ABC. It was done by the producers of Whose Line. Trying to make improv as difficult for improvisers as they can. Ryan, of course, didn't go over because he doesn't fly.
Oh.
And they tried, and you know, we worked really hard. The first show we taped, it went really well. And the first thing the producer did, came up to me and said, "Ryan would have been very good in this, don't you think?"
Jesus. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I have some questions for you, actually.
Okay.
That's true. You know how they do on Inside the Actors Studio? They have the questions.
Oh yeah.
So I thought of some of my own that I thought might be fun. If God exists, what would you want him to say to you at a dinner party?
Probably just pass the peas.
What do you envy about women?
Well, that is a really good question. You know what I love about women? I love the fact that they talk to each other and know things.
My answer is boobs. Sports should be in the Olympics. It isn't.
I think road hockey. Road hockey I do pretty well in, and I think you don't have to be that athletic. I love sports that aren't that athletic. Start adding fire, like if the hurdles were on fire,
Yeah.
or the rings.
Or the rings were on fire, or the ribbon, or whatever was on fire.
Okay.
And then I would watch rhythmic gymnastics if the stuff was on fire.
I think audiences would at least double overnight if they added just a little fire.
Yeah. Your favorite thing about airport security?
Oh God, there's so many. My favorite thing, I always chuckle every time they say, "Do you have a laptop?" as I'm putting it into the container. It's like, this thing? Yeah. Touring show, we have bicycle horns, which causes no end of consternation. There was one where I think we were in Boston, and the guy opened it up and he took up the horn and then just started honking it about 8 times, and then turned to us, "Are you clowns?"
I think on the count of 3, we should say, I'd like you to say your favorite movie with me, and I'm assuming we have the same favorite movie. So.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Do you really?
I do. I really think.
You know, I'd be surprised if we
Really?
did.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Singing in the
Roadhouse.
Rain. So
Singing in the
close.
Rain?
Yeah.
But you know, Roadhouse. It's just it's just the perfect film. It's like Patrick Swayze and Sam Elliott come to a town, and they clean it up. They clean it up by punching everybody. That's it. That's it. They
If
just-
only life was that simple.
My favorite line from Roadhouse is, biggest guy in the world, smash him in the knee, he'll drop like a stone. And those are words to live by.
They are. I can't believe that isn't on a T-shirt. Somebody.
Can you quote a line from Singing in the Rain other than Singing in the Rain?
Oh, sure. Of course I can. But out of context, it just. My favorite line is. There's one part where they're doing this movie. Gene Kelly is talking to the producer and says, okay, it opens on this Broadway dancer. He's coming to Broadway, and then there's this 10-minute sort of ballet, and at the end it comes back to the producer, and he goes, I can't quite picture it.
We're taking you to the airport.
Yeah,
This is the concept of this show is that...
this is a show?
Yeah, we give you a free ride.
Okay.
We give you a free ride to the airport.
Yeah.
In exchange for an interview. That's basically how this is.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, I think it's a good, you think $60 these days.
Yeah, I go to the airport a lot. So
Yeah, so
we could have
we'll have to do a lot of these. Give me a call. We'll see.
I was going to Nantucket, and it was one of those planes where they weigh you before you get on.
Right, yeah.
And so I'm sitting beside the pilot, which is weird. It was like,
on the front of the cockpit?
yeah, there was like 8 of it. It was
Oh,
like
I see,
8,
okay,
and they
okay,
put
right.
all the luggage in the
Right.
wing. And we're flying. He turns to me and goes, we're not going to make it. And I thought, well, first of all, why are you telling me? I said, what do you mean? We're not going to make it. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, it's foggy here. We're going to have to go to Hyannisport. I said, okay, first of all, you've got to open with a better sentence.
That's right. You really-
I have just wet your seat, basically,
right, yeah.
and pooed a little. But aside from that, I haven't had any major crashes.
I'm trying to think of things that happen in movies in cars. One of my favorite backseat scenes is the scene in On the Waterfront between Terry and Charlie. You'll be Brando. Okay, so if you can be. So now the thing is, I'm trying to sell this pilot. So I'm trying to show that we can put sponsorship in it and that.
Yeah.
So I've put some sponsors in here, some fake sponsors. I've sort of peppered them in amongst in the script.
Okay.
That's what
Well,
I'm saying.
can I just say, my first line, it has an accusing sigh. I don't think I've ever done an accusing sigh before, so
You know,
a little nervous about
don't
that.
worry about it. We'll give it a try. So basically, this is the scene in On the Waterfront where Charlie, Terry's brother, has got a gun on him, and he's taking him to see the mob boss because they're afraid Terry's going to squeal.
yeah.
And so I'm pointing a gun at you.
Okay.
I wish I didn't have to do this, Terry. Good.
Yeah. Wow. You're pulling a gun on your own brother. Even one as nice as that Smith & Wesson Model 60.
What do you weigh these days, Slugger?
87, 88. What's it to you?
Gee, when you tipped 175, you were beautiful. And that skunk I got to manage, you brought you along too fast. Maybe you should sign up at Good Life. They have a great program, and it's reasonably priced.
It wasn't him. It was you, Charlie. You and Johnny. Like the night the two of you come in the dressing room and says, "Kid, this ain't your night. We're going for the price on Wilson." It ain't my night. I'd taken Wilson apart that night. I was ready. Remember those early rounds, throwing them combinations? I had more combinations than the DQ $2 menu. See what happens? This bum Wilson, he gets the title shot in the Rogers Center. What do I get? A couple of bucks and a one-way ticket to Palookaville.
Rogers Center is a great venue. But I always had a bet down for you. You saw some money.
You was my brother. You should have looked out for me instead of making me take them dives for the short end money.
And I put that money in an ING no-fees account.
You don't understand. I could have been a contender. I could have been classy like this Audi 2012 Q5 with leather interior, Sirius satellite, real class, instead of a bum. Let's face it, which is what I am. It was you, Charlie.
Okay, I'll tell him I couldn't bring you in. Go ahead. Run as fast as those Converse All-Stars will carry you. Blow! Jump out quick and keep going. And God help you from here on in. The Catholic Church God.
So that should get you some sponsorship.
I think so, yeah. I think that's. What are some of your favorite commands on set when you're on set? What are some of your...
Just remember my favorite turn from a thing. I was in front of the camera, and the director said to the cameraman, "Can you do a Mickey Rooney on this?" And I said, "What's a Mickey Rooney?" And he says, "A little creep." I was in theater sports. It was one of those where it was a challenge. You had to do a challenge based on there had to be something about a television show in the challenge. So I'm sitting there, and one of the improvisers I was working with goes, "Okay, I've got an idea. It's a sort of a 60-minute thing on Gilligan's Island." I'm like, "Oh, great." So the referee goes, "Okay, guys, now it's your turn." And the guy whose idea was pushed me up on stage. He said, "You start it." And I thought, well, I don't really. So I go up and just bumble it, and the complete audience starts booing. So I admit, I snapped a little. I jump into the audience, pull like 8 people up on stage. Then I sat in the audience and went, "You think it's so easy? You do it."
Well, we're almost at the airport now. So,
wow, it's nice traffic.
All right, well. Colin Mochrie, always a pleasure. Thanks for being on my show.
Did you put my luggage in the truck?
Can we go back, please? We just got to make a quick trip. Sorry.
I thought you...
It's our first episode.
No.
Sorry.
It's nice to get the bugs out. I'm glad I'm here to help.
Yeah. Let's see if I got any more questions.
Yeah, sure. What the hell?
Great.
This could be like a part of your thing
where I forget the luggage every time.
Gives you a little more time.
Come Josephine in my flying machine, going up she goes, balance yourself like a bird on a beam, in the air she goes, where there she goes, up, a little bit higher, oh look, the moon is on fire, come Josephine in my flying machine, going up, goodbye.